Welcome back to the Anti Madden channel. We are back with another Stop This Play segment, and we have one last play to stop the HB wheel out of the split close formation. Today's play is out of the nickel 2-4-5, and the play we're going to be looking at is the nickel blitz 2. Now it's going to be the same setup as some of the previous HB wheel stoppers, so we're going to go right through this really quickly. Now, as we can see here, it's a cover 2 zone blitz. The setup is going to be the same as some of the others. We're going to take this DB on this side of the field and put him in a buzz zone. We're going to pass commit, play QB. We're going to get over to this free safety, and then we are going to spotlight the receiver that we think is going to the corner. Now in this case, it's going to be Hester on that corner route. So we're going to spotlight, bring up your coverage adjustments, individual, Hester, and spotlight him. That's going to make the defenders on the right side of the field play a little bit more closely, because that corner route, if you don't spotlight it, will get open and you won't be able to stop this play. So we're just going to let this run. I'm going to use the QB because I got two controllers, and I'm going to try to hit that corner route. You see they should be playing it pretty well. Right there, it gets broken up, but you saw that defender we put in the buzz zone. He was right there to almost jump that. And so this is what your opponent's going to see. He's going to be looking for that corner route, and that time he ends up getting open. One thing I did notice about this play is that sometimes that this linebacker right here, Stephen Tulloch, in this hook zone, he sometimes actually will hold up that route, which actually delays him from getting to the spot he needs to get to. So that sometimes can work. In that case, it didn't really work in my favor. But let's see. Right here, I'm waiting for him to break to that corner, and there you go. He couldn't break to the corner, and then we get the pressure coming off the edge. Now, this is one of the reasons I like this play, is because not only do you get the coverage where you're taking away the corner route, you can see as the play develops here, you see this slot DB right here off the edge. He's coming in free. If you run it slow, look, he comes off the edge free, unblocked. So if your opponent does not get rid of the ball in a 2 to 3 second window, you will have, I would say that pressure comes off 40 to 50% of the time, where that guy will come off the edge. So if your opponent doesn't get the ball off, he can expect right there. I'm looking right there, and it ends up getting broken up because that defender is in the area over there, because we put him on that buzz zone. Now the thing is, again, the weakness with this play, just set it up. The weakness with this play is if your opponent just quickly hits the tight end out of the flat, he is going to be able to get 5 to 6 yards, sometimes even 9 yards. But that is what we're giving up to take away the big play potential whenever you're facing people, because when people are running this play on you, they don't really want to go to the tight end. They want to go to the deep. They want to go to the corner, or they want to go deep middle. So if we take a look at the deep middle, because sometimes on this play we've got Julio Jones on the left. He's on that post over the middle. They're sometimes using that as their first read. So let me just look for that. I'm looking for Julio Jones. Wait till he cuts inside and throw it right there. Now that is where your responsibilities come into play, because as you set this up, you're going to need to really cover that route right here. I'm going to try to cover it with 2. You're going to need to cover that route by yourself as he goes over the middle, because if your opponent is using that as his first read, that's where he's going to be looking. And if you're there, maybe that'll make him go to his second read, and by the time he goes to the second read, hopefully the pressure will get in. That's all blitzing is about anyway. It's taking away those first couple of reads, and hopefully the blitz will get in. If your opponent tries to go to the quick throw to the running back, it should be contained. So right there's nothing for him. As I've done in a couple other videos, sometimes your opponent will try to streak the right wide receiver on the screen, which is Roddy White. They put him on a streak to take that safety out of the way. Let me just spotlight Hester. They try to take him out of the way, and so they can look for the guy right there, and he'll try to angle it up. And right there you can see it still gets played. So your opponent, you're basically, when you're running defense here against this split close, the main thing you want to do against split close compressed formation is take away the corner route and take away the deep middle. That's where people really want to go, because the yard potential, they can get 25, 30 yard, huge chunk plays up the field, and that's primarily where your opponent is trying to go. But if you can take those away and force him to throw the underneath stuff where he has to, now right there he slips past, but where he has to go for a little short yardage and move the ball, move the ball, move the ball. Now eventually what you want to happen is he will get careless and maybe throw. Oh, hold on, my phone is ringing. He will maybe throw into coverage like this. Hopefully he'll pick it. Now that time he ends up catching it in coverage. Hold on, let's see. Let's set this up. Because hopefully what you want to do is you want your opponent to be baited into throwing that pick, thinking it's open right there, and then the guy comes over and picks it. So that's going to do it for this Stop This Play segment. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Until next time, the Anti Madden is out. Peace.